winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd's...
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. It will be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 29, Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Well, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Complete to Dallas Goedert. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Sanders. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
To throw is Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Seven, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
Running back going through the line. Quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught. Shepard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Left side here to Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays and only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
And Harris has got it. Touchdown, Giants.
To Deontay Harris.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This ball complete to Reagan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw once more. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Xavier McKinney.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
1, 2, 3.
the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 point. 6 man, 21.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Play action, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jones. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the option, Jones is going to keep it. Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Another run with Sanders. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 11-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
from the 28. It's 2nd and 5. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. It'll be Jones himself on the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Jones, off play action. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Jones now on the keeper. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At the 47-yard line.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles and gain some additional yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.